Approaching the young master, Shiro, the maid in white, told him that she baked him a cake so that they can eat it together, then nap. And if he wants, he can call her mama while they do all this. Kuro, the maid in black, commented about how Shiro is babying the young master, and called her a corrupting wench on top of it all. Kuro scolded the young master, saying that he should be studying and not being coddled. She told him that she'll teach him everything, from dusk to dawn, just her and him. Shiro insulted Kuro, saying that she might be thin, but she's heavy in her own way, which Kuro could only respond to with a quiet. Shiro, complimenting the young master on his hard work, offered him some fresh melon, his favorite treat. Kuro, seeing the blatant flirting, questioned if the young master really liked that, which Shiro responded that she's just jealous of Shiro's figure. Crying, Kuro called the young master a traitor since he told her that he preferred modest women. Shiro teased her, saying that he only said so because he was scared of her because she's a Yandere. Through the tears, Kuro said that she would end Shiro's life one of these days. On another day, Kuro told the young master that they would study in her room to avoid being pampered by Shiro. She then insulted Shiro, saying that if the young master stayed around someone that's all body and no brain, he'll catch her stupidity. Shiro returned the jest by saying that Kuro can only grow her brain and not her body, and how sad is that? Once in Kuro's room, she assumed a seductive position and told the young master that they will be studying physical education with their bodies. Shiro, eavesdropping, overheard what Kuro said and tried to break down the door. She yelled that Kuro can't do what she wants and just claim it's studying. Annoyed, Kuro said how that it was so frustrating how she was caught, and relented. Carrying a stack of pancakes that were as big as her chest, Shiro offered them to the young master, claiming that he needed a sweet snack to help him recharge. She then offered to feed the young master personally, asking him to say, Kuro then tried to make subtle jabs, claiming that the meal was full of fat. So much fat. Shiro, knowing what Kuro was trying to do, told her to just say that she's jealous of her chest and be done with it. With a lewd, blushing face, Kuro offered the young master a meal to recharge. Through heavy breaths, she commented that her food would increase his stamina for many things. Still managing to see through Kuro's deceptive words, Shiro called her out on being lewd, but Kuro claimed ignorance. Shiro, being overly sweet, commented that the young master's new bed looked so comfy and she'd love to try sleeping in it with him tonight. Kuro forbade the young master from doing so and claimed that she had to test its quality for him, so she would sleep in it with him tonight instead. Unfortunately, their plans were thwarted as they ended up sleeping in the bed without the young master. Shiro complained that he was too nice and gave up his bed for them, and she had worn some cute undies to entice him. Kuro, in a threatening manner, told Shiro that if she sleeps, then Kuro will go to sleep with the young master. Shiro, in a sweet voice but with cold words, told her that if she left the bed, she would no longer be allowed to live. During a beach outing, Shiro offered to play with the young master with the beach ball, before adding that she had 2 other things he could play with also, but threw in a "just kidding" to be safe. Kuro told her that she was being absurd, and Shiro complained that her good mood was being ruined. Kuro, however, had mischief planned. She told the young master that it was time for swimming practice, before revealing a string bikini. Shiro quickly blocked the view with an umbrella, before scolding Kuro. With embarrassment and determination, Kuro claimed it was all in an effort to beat Shiro. While cleaning the young master's room, Shiro found a lewd book. She commented to herself that he liked bunny suits, so she must sneak in here some night wearing one. Unfortunately, Kuro also found the book and scolded the young master. As she claimed that he can only have maid-approved things, Shiro yelled at Kuro that she had no taste. Shiro, holding a pair of boxers with bears on them, said that they were for the young master. After he called them childish, Shiro said that they are cute, definitely cuter than his current pair. Once wearing the boxers, Kuro claimed that they weren't appropriate for him and that he should remove them. With a suspicious blush on her face, she claimed that she will dispose of them. Shiro then asked a valid question. What is Kuro planning to do with the boxers? While still blushing, Kuro lied and said nothing important. The maids were caught off guard when, during a regular day of fighting each other, the young master demanded them to hug it out and quit fighting. Despite not liking the thought of it, the pair agreed to it. Putting on their sweetest expressions for the young master, the girls embraced and touted the kindness he showed and how they're now getting along. However, within 10 seconds, the facade dropped and the pair began insulting each other, with their faces saying more than their mouths ever could. On Halloween, Shiro approached the young master covered in sweets and wearing a nurse outfit. She told him that she'd give him some treats, so he can just pluck whatever he wants off her. Kuro tried to insult Shiro by saying that a bad plate makes bad food, but Shiro just called her a chopping board and to piss off. Kuro tried to be the voice of reason, but gave in instantly, but offered to be the plate instead of Shiro. Shiro called her out on it, but Kuro tried to play dumb as usual. Arriving home from school, Shiro discovered that the young master was injured and went into full panic mode. She questioned what happened, and once she knew, she asked if it hurt. Kuro said that it clearly did, and if she was this dense, then she should go to the hospital. Shiro then said that she knew the best medicine: chicken soup. Grabbing a shovel, Kuro asked for the name of who ran the PE class, as she would take care of them personally. Shiro, actually using her brain, said that she should hire a professional hitman because Kuro will leave evidence. Kuro said that she has to ensure that the deed is done, so she must do it herself, but stopped once the young master told her that she can't do this. Fighting once again, the pair of troublesome maids begged for the young master to fire the other one, as they were just awful. After a scolding from the young master, the maids had to praise the other, but it didn't prevent Shiro from calling Kuro a heartless woman, while Kuro called Shiro a stupid woman. It took a moment, but they both realized that they had slipped an insult into the forced compliment, and the fighting began all over again as if nothing had happened. Shiro offered the young master his lunch, and as she did so, he asked if she could compliment Kuro. She complimented how much she cared about the young master, but everything else about Kuro was trash. After finishing his afternoon lessons, the young master asked if Kuro could compliment Shiro. She complimented how much she cared about the young master, but everything else about Shiro was trash. One day, Kuro planned to sneak out on a date with the young master. She wore what she thought would appeal to him, and now that it's almost 4 p.m., she should go meet him by the door. On the same day, Shiro had sneakily planned to do the same thing as Kuro. She had also gotten the same outfit as Kuro without knowing, and went to the door to meet the young master for their date. Unfortunately, both maids would be disappointed by this date. A rare occasion occurred as both Shiro and Kuro had a day off and were gifted alcohol by the young master. Shiro said that he should have a lover, while Kuro volunteered to be it as long as he fired Shiro. An hour later of drinking, the maids were playing teasfully with each other while cuddling on the couch. Unfortunately, the young master also drank plenty and remembered nothing from the night. In the mornings, Kuro is the first up at a crazy hour, waking the young master before trying to relieve his extra energy he seemed to have. Kuro was blushing, but it soon changed as Shiro burst in, ruining the moment. But Kuro tried to claim that it was just part of the job. At night, however, Shiro was the first one there, claiming that the evening was too cold so they should sleep together, to prevent him or her from catching a cold. This time, Kuro burst in, saying that she almost fell for Shiro's trick of going to bed early, but she can't allow this. Shiro, while still teasing the young master, said that it's all just part of the job.